last night's campsite. Uluru campsite. They were off for a cruise, go and get some breakfast, and then go and climb the rock. Ooh, so cold this morning. Sunny day, but so cold. Busy, very busy little place. Well, we're on our way back out to Uluru again. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's interesting. Yesterday I went around. Oh, so you don't have to go through this if you come from the other side. Ticket sales, right lane only. Oh, I think we'll just sign off here for a little while while we get our tickets sorted. Well, it looks completely different today, doesn't it, in the rising sun as compared to yesterday with the setting sun on it. I'm certainly hoping that we can climb. There is some wind speed limits and it is pretty windy. I'm going to be very disappointed if I can't climb. This next year, I believe, 2019, they're going to stop it. No more climbing the rock. And that, I don't know. I guess you've got to respect the beliefs of the indigenous landholders. The First Peoples. It's a tricky one though. It should be for everybody. Look at it. It's wonderful. There's some fellow motorcyclists doing a tour. No one's at the viewing area today. Isn't that strange? No sunset on it at the moment, of course. Anyway, I'm going to sit back down. It's too bloody cold. Look, it's only 11 degrees. It was 3 degrees last night. And my air mattress went flat, which was very annoying. I think it got a little bindi, which is a little spiky plant that attaches to you. I think one of those went through it. Anyway, I found the hole and patched it. So hopefully it stays inflated tonight for me, because it wasn't a very good, comfortable sleep last night. Wow, have a look how dark this side is. It's in complete shadow. That's weird. 10 o'clock in the day. Just a shout out to my old mates at the powerhouse over at Worsley Alumina. Those guys will be doing the hard yards today. in the power station battling with wet coal. Some of us get lucky, eh? Get some time off to see something like that. I don't know, is the camera even getting all that? It's probably too much sun on it. I hope the lens is not too dirty. Wow, my God, that is just a sheer drop. About to go into the shadow. Holy. I think I should have the camera on wide to get that in. Man, oh man. We'll get some photos on the way back. Better watch the roads, too many cars around. Oh, there's someone on the rock. The climbing is permitted. Excellent. Oh, so many people going up and down. Well, let's find a park. Do the climb, man, do the climb. And the good thing about a bike is we can find a park pretty close. Ha ha ha. Kangaroos and the like get down in there and dig for water. You can see that dark stain coming down off the rock. That's from a flow of water. Oh, that's high. That's a couple of 100 meters up there. Here we are at the Olgas. Unfortunately, I couldn't climb Uluru today. Apparently it was too windy up the top, too dangerous, so the climb was closed. Pretty disappointing. I'll have one more go this evening when I go back, but I'm not hopeful that I'm going to get a chance to go up. Anyway, them's the brakes. Well, a bit of a wander around here, see what's interesting to look at. Uluru back right round the long way. We're going to program in the next stage of the route. Okay. It's a big route, this one. Right around the top end. Look at that. Right around. Oh. Let's get rid of that rubbish. And we're off. Guys loading up, getting ready to hit the road. Oh, bit of bum crack there. And a couple more guys. So we'll say see you later to the Uluru Caravan Park. And we head east for a bit more. Then we're on the Stewart Highway to Alice Springs. Still 40. Well, it's day 6, I think. I'm losing track now. Must be day 6. And the main northerly run of the left-hand half shall begin. Oh, that's the main Uluru resort there. If you got the bucks, that's where you can stay. But considering your campsite was $40 a night just for a piece of ground, yeah, I don't know what that'd be worth. Out of my pay range, I think. Alright, which way? Alice Springs to the right. Into Alice Springs, pick up a new battery bank, hopefully. Well, I better not bloody die. I'll pull the other one apart when I get home and find out what went wrong with it. Maybe we'll do a video on pulling it apart and seeing if we can get it to work. Probably one of the cells has dropped below the minimum voltage or something stupid like that and it won't charge. It's bloody ridiculous. Dumb electronics. Anyway, we'll see how far it is to Alice Springs. I haven't had breakfast yet, I'm going to get a bit peckish. Just going to cruise along anyway. Well, here we are, we're still cruising down the Lassiter Highway. We've been going for about an hour now. And have a look over there. There's another big monolith just rising out of the desert. Isn't it strange? It's just flat for miles and miles. And then all of a sudden you get one of these remnants of ancient lands that stick their head above the desert. They're just, look how flat it is all around there. And millions of years ago, that would have been the height of all this country around here. But that one particular piece of rock was much harder, and as everything eroded away, that's what was left. Well, I tell you, I'm looking forward to getting to the Stewart Highway and heading north. And I am freezing my tits off. I mean, look, it's a beautiful blue sky, sunny day. and it's barely making 13 degrees. There's a southerly wind blowing. This crosswind from the south has been going for 2 days, and I tell you, it's taken it out of me, and it's just not letting the place warm up. It's blowing straight up from Antarctica. It's punishing. Anyway, we'll get there. The end is in sight. We'll get round that corner, get the wind on our backs. We'll get some pleasure back into it again. I've even had my fingers down in the radiator slots here. Warm air. Very nice. A quick change. Get a bit of warm air on the other one. Well, it lasts for a few seconds anyway. Bring on the warm weather. Well, we're taking a detour. I got sick of that bloody crosswind. And we're going to head to Kings Canyon. Have a bit of a look there maybe. And then across to Alice Springs. See what the go is. Heading to Kings Canyon. And the countryside is starting to change a bit. Suddenly getting some low rolling hills, lightly treed, sort of low scrub. Even getting some clouds in the sky. I don't think there's a weather change coming. It's going to be cold. Oh, 80k corner. Unbelievable. I've got nothing to say. I'm too cold. Kings Canyon coffee. Big and hot. And probably a pie. Well, we just pulled over to put the charge cord in the GoPro because it went flat as usual, even though I wasn't recording. Anyway, that's for a previous bitch. So we're on the loop road around the McDonald Ranges, and we're sort of off the touristy bit now. We've gone to gravel. It's pretty rough, but at least it's not boring. Let's get this thing charged into the power socket. Oh, I've still got my camera one in there. Get that into there. Alright. Is that going to be long enough? Barely. Off we go. That's part of the McDonald Ranges, you can see there. And, oh, jeepers. Bumpy. Oh, back onto the bitumen again. Probably a bit of a floodway or something here. Oh, some windy road. Some twisties. Looks like we're heading up to the escarpment. Oh, there we go, there's a nice view. Right over the McDonald Ranges. Not too bad at all. I better watch where I'm going. Scenic lookout! Let's have a quick look. Oh, look out, there's a car coming, of course. It's the only one for the day. There's a small hole in the road there. We'll just go around this guy. Oh yeah. A few people camped up in here, having a bit of a look around. Awful lot of trees. Sometimes I think they should rip the trees out of these scenic lookouts. Picturesque, that's for sure. If not a little bit rugged. Back up the rocks we go. I think the view is better from down in the corner, except for these guys. That was a rubbish scenic lookout, as scenic lookouts go. Look, it's better here. Crazy. Oh well, there was a bit of rock hopping. That made my day. And back on the gravel. Just a bit of bitumen over the top of the escarpment there. So we're still on the way to Alice Springs. We took a detour around Kings Canyon, but that's another whole, I don't know, that's a couple of days there to have a look around that place. And really the main reason of this trip is to get north, get up into the Kimberleys, so I can't spend too much time sightseeing. I've only got 3 weeks. We were doing a bit of road works up here, grading the road. Just watch out, these guys probably haven't seen you. Or maybe they have. Guys have any smoke, eh? Might lock in at that speed. Oh, there you go. Doing a bit of road maintenance. Makes my trip much more smooth. Knock the top off all the corrugations. Oh, this guy's a bit too big for me. I'm getting well out of the way. Oh, we're going to get absolutely smoked out here. Yep, can't see. Holy shit. Can see. That was only slightly hairy. On the brakes pretty hard there. Should have seen that coming. Man, oh man. Look at the dust cloud, the wind's blowing it, it's keeping in front of me. That was a bit gnarly. Yeah, straight over the sharp rock. If you look at it, you're going to hit it. That is definitely an important riding technique. Look where you want to go, don't look where you don't want to go, or it's all over real quick. Man, it's a loose surface here. Fine dusty surface, pretty slippery slidey. Off camber corners just to make it a little bit more tricky. Holy dooly through there. Keeping me busy now. How good would this be? About 100 kgs of panniers on the back. This machine would sail through there. Big power slides all the way through. Now all I can do is feel the panniers steering me. I just got to kind of try to point it in the right direction and hang on. Oh, that's what we want, the grader line on the road. Well, I've warmed up a bit now, having to do a bit of work for my money to keep a decent pace up through the sand. Put power into it. I have got it in off-road mode, and that lets the back wheels spin a bit. Otherwise, if you leave it in street, the back wheel just won't spin. You can't get any power down, traction control kicks in, and you're in a world of pain on this kind of surface, I should have said there. So you've got to be in off-road mode, and it reduces the power output from 160 down to 100. And believe me, 100 horsepower in this kind of stuff is more than enough. Oh, I got the hiccups now. I drank that iced coffee too quickly at the last servo. Oh! Corrugations, of course. Make the KTM suspension earn its money. Had it a bit too easy the last 400 k's on the bitumen. Yeah, off camber corner just to make it a bit harder. In the wheel ruts, out of the wheel ruts. Anyway, oh Jesus, a bit deep there. Put the foot out on that one. Anyway, I think I better concentrate a bit and not maybe talk so much. I thought I'd just do a little bit of recording here. The country's getting interesting again. It's only low hills and semi-arid country, but you know, have a look at the road. There's a few whoops in it. We might just get onto the other side over here. You never know who's coming the other way. And it could be bigger than you. Look at that, colour of that. So much iron in the rocks around Australia. That's why we're digging up half our backyard, exporting iron to China. It's just everywhere. Well, on the western side anyway. Not so much over east. Gave him away, didn't get one back that time. Oh, got it through the dip. Got a loose sand there. And again. The last thing you want to be doing is being on the brakes down into a dip that's full of sand. See you later, front wheel. They're only low hills, but it's interesting enough. Awful lot of warning signs here, so maybe something interesting is going to happen. We've got the camera rolling. So if I fall off, we'll catch it on camera. Well, let's hope not. Oh yeah. Drifting with the panniers on. Oop. Yeah, I thought we were supposed to be slowing down. It's like a bull to a red rag sometimes, isn't it? We're all just big kids. All us motorcyclists. Some bigger kids than others, I think. Feel the power. Just checking everything was still there. Felt a bit light on the back end. Tyre pressure is still good. Well, Here we are having a bit of a snooze on the side of the road. I just put the stand down and yeah, I thought it was solid, and it must have just broken through the crust. And now there she lays on the panniers. That's not going to be real easy to pick up. We'll see how we go. I'm going to have to unload some crap. It was bound to happen. It would have been better if I'd been riding a little bit, at least, instead of parked. Yeah, well, better pick her up before all the fuel runs out somewhere. Oh. Oh yeah. No hope. Well, I should have had the camera running, but that dude there came and helped me pick it up. I'd unloaded most of the stuff off her, so I'm just going to go and put it all back on again and continue on my way. First spill for the trip. Hooba! Whew, well, we've got to back up, we've got to back load it again. I've got a couple of photos of the ranges for my travel. See if she's going to kick in the guts without any issues. Oh, don't you love fuel injection? A couple of warnings on the dash there. Traction control, ABS. Must have spun the back wheel for a little while when it fell over. Alrighty, let's go. We're off. Yeah, it's all cleared, it's all good. The bloke that helped me pick it up said that it's not too far to the end of this gravel. I've still got a fair way to go, and now it's nearly 3 o'clock. Oh, look at that. There's the end of the gravel right there. Can you believe it? No way. That cannot be right. That's like 200 metres around the corner. I could have sat it on a bit of bitumen road. Unbelievable. Ah well. Alice Springs. This way. Oh, it might be just a bit of pretend gravel. You know the sort. They put it just on a little bit of windy road. We'll see if there's any up over the top of the crest. Yeah, see, I told you. Still, it probably means we're getting close to civilization again. Back on the gravel. Gotta watch those soft shoulders. I think there was a bit more of an angle there than I allowed for. And then the stand just sunk through the crust. Oh, there's a dust devil. Have a look at that. I think we missed it, just sort of drifted off the road there. Yeah, just the stand just sunk through the crust and over she fell. And I was thinking, all up, fueled, you're looking at 240 kgs a bike, plus the panniers, probably, I reckon 300 kgs. That's more than I could pick up. Anyway, we're good to go again. Well, this valley we've been in slowly closing in. The ranges are getting higher and higher on either side. We're still about 200 k's out from Alice Springs. I'm not sure if it's dirt all the way, but it's going to be a good portion of it. Alice Springs. You won't find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Sounds like my kind of town.